Hey everybody, welcome to Living Chronically. My name is Don, and this channel is dedicated to staying positive and motivated while living with chronic conditions. This is going to be a three-part video about who I am, what I'm doing here, and why. I've got some notes here because I honestly can't remember all the things that I'm supposed to say. I've written down a few things, a few topics that I think are relevant, and so I'm just going to go through those. So if you see me referring to my notes, basically that's what I'm doing. I'm not yet at the point where I can just stick something up behind my camera and read it and act normal. As you can see, I'm kind of an old white guy. You know, I'm going bald. I'm a little bit overweight. You know, not all that savvy when it comes to videography and stuff like that. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm working on myself, right? Like we're all supposed to, right? I'm eating healthier. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to develop all those skill sets that we're supposed to do as we get older, our resilience and all that fun stuff. So anyway, off topic. So let's talk about my least favorite subject, me. So in relation to this channel, who am I? Well, I'm a guy who's been living with chronic pain for most of his life. Childhood to adulthood to present, middle age, I guess you could say. I've been dealing with chronic pain pretty much consistently throughout that entire period. There have been times when it has been a minor inconvenience. There have been times when it's kind of gone away for a little while, but most of the time I have just been living with it on a day-to-day basis. And about 3 years ago, it went from a manageable and minor inconvenience to a major disruptive force in my life. So just before COVID hit, I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did, but my body basically said it had had enough of my nonsense and decided to just quit. And so my life went into basically stasis just before the lockdown hit. I had to take time off work. I had to get help from medical professionals to try and deal with my symptoms, try to manage my condition. And while I was in the process of doing that, the entire country goes into lockdown and everything turns into telemedicine. So my treatment options during the early part of this situation were very limited and resulted basically in me trying a bunch of medications and a bunch of physical therapies via telemedicine. You know, some things worked a little bit, some things didn't work at all, some things helped a bit more, and my condition basically stabilized for that first year of the pandemic, but it didn't really improve or degrade. It was just kind of managing things in a very uncomfortable way until the second year when things started to open up and I was able to be referred to specialists and stuff like that. That's when I started learning about the specifics of what I'm dealing with, the fact that, you know, my condition is now basically permanent. It's never likely to go away. But having said that, there are treatments available that I can use, you know, not surgery or anything like that. Unfortunately, that's just not an option for me, or maybe fortunately, because it's a major trauma. Like surgery is always a major trauma no matter what it is. So it's not always a great idea to go through with it. But the options that have been presented to me, you know, in the last basic year, so the second and third year of this latest journey of mine, have proven to be more helpful than a lot of the things that I was trying before. And now that I am more stable and more energetic, and my health seems to be better than it was at any point in time during the last 3 years, I feel more like my old self, essentially. I thought that it would be a really good time to pay it forward because I didn't do this on my own. I didn't get to where I'm at on my own. I've had people helping me the whole way through, and that's why I'm here. And that's going to lead into my second video, which is what I'm doing here, and then my third video, which is why I'm doing all of this. So stay tuned, and I'll be back in just a moment.